I am here to discuss to you the topic Introduction to the Philosophy of the Human Person. But first, I'm going to give you the objective of our lesson. First, I want to train you to become critical thinker, to improve your problem solving and decision making skills, to help you to become more open to the new and different ideas, and to help you identify our purpose in life. What is philosophy? Philosophy comes from two Greek words, philos, which means love, and sophia, wisdom. It is a study that uses human reason to investigate the ultimate causes, reasons, and principles that governs all things. People who engage in philosophy are called philosophers or lovers of wisdom. Here are the practical uses of philosophy in our lives. First, it enables a person to engage in critical analysis. It improves problem solving and decision making. Philosophy can contribute to self-development and helps us to be more open to new and different ideas. The following are the most notable ancient Greek philosophers. First is Democritus. He devoted himself to the study of the causes of natural phenomena. He was among the first to propose that matter is composed of tiny particles called atoms. Aristotle. He was involved in a great variety of disciplines such as zoology, psychology, ethics, and politics. He also proposed a system for classification of plants and animals. His studies in logic led to the formulation of a formal process of analyzing reasoning which gave rise to deductive reasoning. It is a process by which specific statements are analyzed to reach a conclusion or generalization. Plato. His teachings and writings were considered foundation of Western philosophy. His most significant ideas includes the theory of forms, which proposes that everything that exists is based on an idea or template that can only be perceived by the mind. These non-physical ideas are eternal and unchanging. Diogenes of Sinope. He was known as the advocate of living a simple, virtuous life. His emphasis on austerity and simplicity often went to extreme. He was said to have lived like a beggar. His teachings and views were later developed by his followers and influenced the development of several schools such as Cynicism and Stoicism. Socrates. He was credited by formulating the Socratic method, a means of examining a topic by devising a series of questions that let the learner examine and analyze his knowledge and views regarding the topic. Pythagoras, a mathematician and scientist. He was credited with formulating the Pythagorean theorem, and he established a community of learners who were devoted to the study of religion and philosophy. Heraclitus. He proposed that everything that exists is based on a higher order or plan called logos. Epicurus. He believed that philosophy could enable a man to live a life of happiness. His view gave rise to Epicureanism. It is a school of philosophy which believes that wisdom and simple life will result in a life without fear and pain. Now, why do we need to philosophize? We all have the possibility to philosophize since we all have the tendency to wonder and doubt. We possess the capacity to emulate on our experiences, and we have a never-ending need to study and discover. The Greek philosopher Plato traced man's need to philosophize to his sense of wonder. Whenever we have encountered an experience, we always speculate how it came about. Man's curiosity leads him to ask questions, some of which have no definite answers. Where did we came from? Why do we exist? For what purpose are we created? Consider a small child's curiosity about all the things around him, most of which he encounters for the first time. This perspective drives the need for a philosopher to question, examine, and learn more. How do we characterize philosophy? First, it is a way of analyzing framework. As you can see, you can read the definition here and explanation as well. Number two, it is an examination of a particular area of knowledge. Number three, a distinct area of knowledge with its own goals, concerns, and way of doing things. Now, what is the difference between holistic and partial thinking? Holistic thinking means looking at the bigger picture when analyzing a situation. This requires an individual to have an open mindset, while partial thinking means you only focus on a specific aspect of a situation. You just look at a certain area. So always remember, guys, when you make a decision on a certain situation or problem, be holistic thinker. Okay? Look at the big picture when making analysis of a certain situation. How does one engage in reflection? Reflection requires a person to be willing to examine one's thoughts, feelings, and actions, and to learn more about one's life and experiences. Reflecting is vital when ensuring that our actions and decisions are well thought and are done with due regard for their implications and consequences on ourselves, others, and our surroundings. It helps us understand ourselves and our actions better. When we reflect, we can judge whether our actions or decisions are reasonable or not. Taking time to analyze. To analyze our decision and actions is one of the vital skills that will greatly help you as you encounter more challenges in life. So that will be all for today. Next time, I'm going to send to you my blog regarding methods of philosophizing. Thank you very much.